So now we have, since we have our slope and our point, now we write the slope, the point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All we have to do now is substitute. So the value of y1 is 0, yes? And the value of x1 is 3, value of m, 3/2. So we write y minus y1, 0, equals m, 3/2, times x minus x1, 3. And that will be our equation in point slope form. Okay? We can simplify this. Y minus 0, any number minus 0 equals the same number. So we can write it in this way. This is the simplest form of that equation. Now, part B, slope equals -7, point equals 4,2. That means that m equals -7, and our point 4,2, this will be x1, y1. Now we write the point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Let's substitute y minus y1, 2, equals m, -7, times x minus x1, 4. And that will be our equation in point slope form. Okay? Now, example 3 says, write an equation in a slope-intercept form. Remember the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Write an equation in a slope-intercept form for the line with slope -4 that contains point -1, -2. So let's write what information we have. They're giving us the slope equals -4, and they're giving us a point which is -1, -2. Okay, so we have these two information. Remember, they're asking us to write an equation in the form y equals mx plus b. This has to be our final solution, our final answer, our equation in that form. But since we have a point and a slope, we can start using the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, now remember this will be m, x1, y1. So let's substitute y minus y1, -2, equals m, -4, times x minus x1, -1. Now we simplify. Negative times -2, +2, equals -4 times x, negative times -1, +1. So that will be our equation in point slope form, but they're asking us to write it in a slope intercept form. So what do we do now? First, we do distributive property. Okay? And we get y plus 2 equals -4 times x, -4x. -4 times +1, -4. Okay? Now that we have it in this way, all we have to do is solve for y. So that means leaving y by itself. So we're going to pass +2 to the other side of the equation. And now we get y equals -4x minus 4. If we were adding on this side of the equation, on the other side, we're going to subtract. Now we simplify. How do we simplify this? We can combine these two terms, and we have y equals -4x, -4 minus 2, -6. And now we have our equation in a slope-intercept form. Yeah? Y equals mx, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. And that will be our final answer. Okay? So in example 3, we learn how to write an equation of a line in a slope-intercept form when we were given the slope and a point, right? So we started by using the point-slope form, and then we simplified and write our answer in a slope-intercept form. Example 4, they're telling us to write an equation in a slope-intercept form for the line through 2 points. 2 points. So in part A, they give us the points 1, -4, and the points 3, 2. How do we do this? Okay, so here, step 1, find the slope. We're going to find the slope. Remember the formula for slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's define. This will be x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. Now we substitute. M equals y2, 2, minus y1, -4, over x2, 3, minus x1, 1. Let's simplify that. M equals 2, negative times negative is positive. 2 plus 4, 6, over 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 divided by 2. M equals 3. Okay, now we have our slope. Notice, from now on, we have our slope and we have 2 points. They want us to write our answer in a slope-intercept form. That is, y equals mx plus b. So, first thing is to write in using the point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Notice that we found m, and we have point 1. Okay, x1, y1. So let's substitute. Y minus y1. What was the value of y1? -4. Equals m. 3 times x minus x1. 1. Negative times negative is positive, so now we get y plus 4 equals 3 times x minus 1. Now we're going to perform distributive property. And we get y plus 4 equals 3 times x, 3x, 3 times -1, minus 3. The last part is to leave y by itself, so we're going to pass plus 4 to the other side. And we get y equals 3x minus 3. Remember, if you're adding on this side of the equation, you have to subtract on the other side. And you get y equals 3x, -3 minus 4, -7. And that would be your answer. Again, we had 2 points. We find the slope using the formula for slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Once we have the slope, we use the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we substitute with the information given. Let's go to part B. Again, they give us the 2 points for -7 and 0.05. So we're going to define this as x1, y1, x2, y2, We are going to find the slope by using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, we substitute. M equals y2, 5 minus y1, negative 7, over x2, 0 minus x1, 4. Negative times negative is positive. 5 plus 7, 12. 0 minus 4, negative 4. 12 divided by negative 4, negative 3. We found our slope. Now we have a slope and 2 points. Let's use point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let's substitute. Y minus y1. What was the value of y1? Negative 7. Equals m, negative 3, times x minus x1, 4. Negative times negative is positive. Y plus 7 equals distributive property. Negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4, positive 12. Now we solve for y. We're going to pass plus 7 to the other side. Now we get y equals negative 3x plus 12. Now, if we were adding 7 on this side of the equation, we're going to subtract on the other side of the equation. So we simplify this. Y equals negative 3x. 12 minus 7, positive 5. And that will be your answer in points in a slope-intercept form. Okay, y equals mx plus b. So there you have it, guys. I hope that you understand what we just explained. Your assignment will be homework number 1, page 345, problems 2 through 40 even. Okay, the following instructions I'm going to give them in Spanish so that your parents will understand. Las instrucciones las voy a dar en español, cómo van a entregar y presentar esta tarea. Esta tarea tiene que ser enviada, la van a elaborar ellos en su cuaderno o en la hoja aparte, porque al final, cuando retornemos a clase, ellos tienen que entregarla. Pero igual, esta tarea va a ser evaluada desde el día martes 17 de marzo. Tienen que tomarle foto a su trabajo, que se entienda la imagen, donde aparezcan los ejercicios resueltos por sus hijos, ¿verdad? Por cada uno de ellos, donde aparezcan los procedimientos, ¿verdad? Que la tarea esté con las instrucciones que siempre doy, que verdad, que en el encabezado que aparezca tarea número 1, la página y los problemas que tienen que desarrollar, la fecha, y al final de la tarea el nombre del alumno y la firma del padre. Esta tarea, repito, tiene que ser entregada el martes 17 de marzo, enviada vía WhatsApp a mi cuenta a las 5 de la tarde, ¿verdad? Vaya a estar recibiendo tareas de 5 de la tarde a 5 y 10 de la tarde, o sea, 10 minutos para que puedan enviar esas tareas vía WhatsApp. Tarea que sea enviada después de esa hora, la voy a tomar en cuenta como tarea entregada tarde, ¿verdad? Estas tareas tienen un valor y hay que tenerlas también para tenerlas en su portafolio para cuando retornemos poder entregarla y poder ponerle mi firma de revisado. Pero de antemano voy a estar pendiente de recibir esas tareas vía WhatsApp. Cualquier pregunta o duda que tengan en la tarea, por favor, hacerlas por este medio, por vía WhatsApp, ¿verdad? Pidiéndoles la prudencia de que sea durante el transcurso del día, ¿verdad? No hacerlas de noche, preferiblemente en una jornada de 8 de la mañana o 9 de la mañana, perdón, a 5 de la tarde, en ese tiempo prudente, hacer las preguntas y, y enviarlas, repito, ¿verdad? A las 5 de la tarde. De 5 de la tarde a 5 y 10 de la tarde, el martes 17, voy a estar recibiendo las tareas. Hay que estar pendiente de las redes sociales de nuestra institución para cualquier eventualidad o información que se les brinde. No olviden tomar todas las medidas, tener nuestras manos siempre aseadas antes de tocar nuestros ojos, nariz, boca, y mantener el buen hábito de aseo de nuestras manos para evitar este coronavirus. Pasen feliz día.